welcome to this physics tutorial. I am Ifyong Fortune. In the preceding sections of this topic, we have been converting from one unit of a particular physical quantity to the other, right? In the third part of this topic, we had entered into conversion from one unit of time to the other, and that is what we are going to round up in this class, right? So let us start with this example. Let's call it example 1. If 24 hours make one day, 24 hours make one day. 24 hours make one day. Express this time in seconds. Express, this is E. Express, this is F. Express this time in seconds, right? And let us just add, let's assume this is I, express it in seconds, and I express it in minutes, right? Okay, so the solution of this problem will look like this. So the first task is, as I says hours to seconds, right? Should we see? I says hours to seconds. So recall our conversion factor that 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds, right? So if 1 hour is 3,600 seconds, 24 hours will be 24 times 3,600 seconds. So that means 24 hours is equals to 86,400 seconds. Wow. So if you have seen this means you spend 86,400 seconds in a day, because 24 hours make one day, and if 24 hours is 86,400 seconds, that means you spend 86,400 seconds a day. It's much. All right, let's look at this. Convert this to minutes. We could do this in two ways. We could relate 24 hours with minutes, or we could relate 86,400 seconds with the minutes, right? So I prefer we relate the new answer with the minutes. So we have to convert 86,400 seconds to minutes, right? So what's the conversion factor for this? Seconds and minutes. Okay, right. 60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 seconds make 1 minute. But this is true for 60 seconds. We want to know what is true for 1 second. So we want to know how many minutes are in 1 second, right? So how do we do that? I've done that in our previous video. So if you've not watched it, it's advisable you do that. Divide both sides by 60, and divide both sides by 60. It will be 60 seconds all over 60. All over 60 is 1 over 60. Sorry, 1 over 60 minutes. Okay, so 60 will cancel 60 once. So what is left is 1 second. 1 second, not long. No, it's so many seconds again. That should be singular. 1 second all over 1 over 60 minutes, right? So if that is true for 1 second, 86,400 seconds. 86,400 seconds will be equals to, you're right, 86,400 times 1 over 60 minutes, right? 6,000 times 1 over 60 minutes. So if you do this, let's look at it. 0 cancels 0. So if you do this, you're supposed to get 440 minutes. So 86,400 seconds is 1,440 minutes. So this means we use about 1,440 minutes in a day. Okay, let's consider this. Let's look at this example. Let's call it example 2. Let's say this car. Yeah, this is my diagram of car. Should draw it on to be nicer than this. Let's say this car was moving at a speed of 65 kilometers per hour. Right? This car was moving at the speed of 65 kilometers per hour, and you had to convert, or let's put it this way: you had to express this units of speed in brackets in meters per second, right? So this is challenging, right? The conventional unit conversion we've done so far, it's just been from one single unit to the other, right? In this situation, you'll have to convert from 2 units simultaneously to another, right? So let's see how we can tackle this. So in a problem like this, you'll have to convert the different units simultaneously, yet differently. Okay, this is what I mean. We have kilometer. We have to convert it to meters. We have hour. We have to convert it to second. So you have to remember their different relationship. How does kilometer relate with meter? How does hour relate with seconds? Let's just put it by the side. Recall that 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 of a meter. It's equals to 1,000 meter. And 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds. It's equals to 3,600 seconds. It's equals to 3,600 seconds. So we can now say that 1 kilometer per hour, this per means divided by 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 1,000 of a meter divided by 3,600 of seconds. Now, if this is true for 1 kilometer, 65 kilometer per hour will be, of course, you write 65 times 1,000 meter over, let's say 3,600 seconds. So this is cool, right? Because this 0 cancel this 0, this 0 cancel this 0, we're left with 10 divided by 36. So we'll multiply 65 by 10, I'll get 650 meters over 36. 65, bringing 65 kilometers per hour here. So it will be 650 divided by 36, and this will be 18.05 meter per second. 65 kilometer per hour is 18.05 meter per second. That is all. Okay, just a quick reminder. In case you have to convert, from meter per second back to kilometer per hour. The only difference with what we have done is to reverse the conversion factor. So, for instance, 16 meters per second to hour will be 16 times 3,600 over 1,000 So 1,000 kilometer per hour, right? So that is just it. So a quick rundown of what we have done today. We have looked at conversion from hours to seconds and from seconds to minutes, and the number of minutes and seconds you spend in a day. And we have looked at conversion of from 2 units simultaneously to order. So we converted 65 kilometers per hour and converted it to meters per second. What we got at the end was 18.05 meters per second. So a quick reminder was, if you are told to convert from meters per second to kilometer per hour, what you should do is to just reverse this conversion factor and the answer you get will be correct. Thank you very much for watching this video.